Hello, Tom. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Yeah, I remember like last time you talked about English words related to Christianity. You didn't talk about it, but you mentioned a lot of English words are related to the Bible. So could you talk about it a little bit more with us today? And I actually asked ChatGPT how some words, some English words related to the Bible, and then they come up. GPT gave me a lot of words, but I'm not sure if it is commonly used I'm not sure if it's commonly used by native speakers, so I would like to double check with you.
Sure.
Okay. And first one, Good Samaritan.
Yeah, Good Samaritan's used, I would say it's common.
Common.
It's a common expression. So usually, sometimes like when people are just having discussions about, doing good things for other people or sometimes it's even in a political context, it could come up. The statement of being a good Samaritan could come up.
So what does Good Samaritan mean?
It means helping others without any any kind of reward or expectation of reward or any kind of having any kind of relationship with the person that needs help.
Oh, okay. Hey, let me check the Chinese. Oh, there's no Chinese. All right. Okay, number 2, turn the other cheek.
Yeah, this is another one that's, I would say, is common to turn the other cheek. Like whenever you say this, probably most native speakers will understand what you're talking about.
Okay. So he chose to turn the other cheek when insulted. So he turned the other cheek when insulted by his coworker.
Right. So here the coworker insulted him, and instead of retaliating, he decided to turn the other cheek. So turn the other cheek just means you don't retaliate, or you don't lash out back at somebody. The idea from it is that someone slaps you on one side of your face, and then you turn the other side of the face so they can slap the other sides as well.
Oh.
So it's like, basically the idea is that you show how bad the person is by doing that, and at the same time you're showing that you have patience and humility.
Oh, patience and humility. Okay. All right. And the third one, the writing on the wall.
Yeah, this is another. Yeah, it's common. So the writing on the wall is a phrase that comes up. I wouldn't say all the time, but it's common enough that I would say most people would understand it.
The writing on the wall warned of the impending danger. But what does it really mean? The writing on the wall.
Right. So it references in the Bible. I think it's here. You have the book of Daniel. So it's Daniel, and I think he had 3 friends, or they were brothers. I cannot remember exactly. But it was during the time of the captivity, and there was a powerful king called Nebuchadnezzar. And Nebuchadnezzar, it was during some conversation he was having with Daniel or something like that. And God put a warning to Nebuchadnezzar on the wall. And so God wrote on the wall a warning to King Nebuchadnezzar. And so the writing on the wall it's to mean is like a warning or a sign that you're, something, if you don't heed the warning, something bad could happen in the future.
Okay. All right. Yeah, to be honest, I never heard this kind of idiom before, or statement before. Okay.
Right.
But how about scapegoat? I heard it before.
Yeah, scapegoat is a reference to the sacrifice. I think it originally comes from, I think it's, I can't remember. Was it Isaac or Abraham? Maybe it was Abraham. Abraham went to, God told him in order to prove his faith to God, he had to sacrifice his son. So Abraham went to go sacrifice his son, and at the last moment, the angel appeared and said that you do not need to sacrifice your son. It was only a test of faith. Here, sacrifice instead this goat that's been provided by the Lord. And so Abraham and Isaac prayed, and they sacrificed the goat instead of the son being sacrificed, a scapegoat. So scapegoat is kind of like instead of the person who was to be sacrificed, or the person who was originally the guilty one, or the person that was originally meant to be the person harmed, or have justice be put upon that person. It goes to another person. It could be an innocent person, or it could be another person that was involved in the affair or the situation. Like, for example, a lot of people consider what was his name, the guy who assassinated Kennedy. They consider him a scapegoat because they don't consider him the original assassin. They consider, like, some people have a conspiracy theory that says, like, more people are involved, and the man who assassinated Kennedy was just a scapegoat. Like, they killed him, or they got rid of him just to cover up who really was really involved.
All right. And last one, number 5, a leap of a faith. I heard it before, but to be honest, I heard it only one time in my whole life, to be honest. But I never really know what it means.
Yeah, a leap of faith. It's kind of like it's something that I think occurs in the Bible, especially the New Testament. So you're asked to believe in Jesus Christ, and you have to make a leap of faith in order to not necessarily prove something, but if you believe in something, maybe you have to take a leap of faith, and you have to take that first action of believing in something before something will become a reality, or become something that could manifest in reality. So in order for you to be a Christian, you have to make a leap of faith. To make a leap of faith is just merely believing in God and in the story of Jesus Christ, but I mean, the terminology is used in reference to other things. So I guess it could apply to maybe like the stock market. Somebody wants you to invest in something, and you could say, well, you have to make a leap of faith and believe in my ability to make money for you, or something like that. I guess it could be applied that way, or in some other example, like believing in something or believing in someone could be a leap of faith.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much for sharing with us today, and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time, Tom.
All right. Take care.